Hey lovelies, it's Kate. Welcome back to another Sims 4 speed build. I know it's been a little while, but I'm back and I'm not only here to show you what I built, but I also want to give you a couple of updates regarding my content because there's some really fun, exciting news. I hope all of you are well. I missed you so much, and yeah, let's see what I built here. I built a house for a horrific landlord couple, and there is a basement apartment. So the Sim family at the top living in the beautiful house is renting out a basement apartment. It's a walkout basement apartment, and it is in a really horrific state. You will see this in this video, and I had so much fun building this, and you won't believe me, but I actually played in this. So this build is all about gameplay. If you want to grab it from the gallery, you could also have some fun in this build. And I played in this because I started to stream. I'm actively streaming on the Purple platform. And no, this is not only some type of big announcement about streaming and me wanting you to come over, which I really want you to do if you feel like it. Like, I would be really happy if you would stop by, but this is not mainly what this is about, because I'm also back uploading speed builds because I'm mostly building on stream now, but I'm recording what I'm doing on stream and I'm then turning my builds into speed builds. I could also upload some real-time builds, and I have to say, I just found my spark again to create. Some of you know that I've been going through some rough times over the last couple of years. I wasn't feeling creative. It's just something like when you're going through something personal, sometimes it's also very hard to be creative and to create. I did a lot of different things, a lot of stuff, a lot of builds, but still something kind of wasn't feeling right because I wasn't feeling right. But now I'm feeling better than ever, and I'm so happy to say that. And I also have to say that streaming is also something that has really helped me to get my spark back. And I really love that I can build in real time and chat with my amazing community, which all of you are part of. Like, I love all of you, of course, but it's just really special to have that connection on stream, to just really interact with one another. Like, that is really special to me. I'm also streaming using a face cam, which, as all of you know, I've never done. Like, my content has been kind of faceless for the longest time. So I'm also really excited to say that I'm using a face cam when I'm streaming, and I just love the very personal connection, and it really inspires me. I also love to get feedback from my community and to just do some really silly things. It's been so much fun. So yeah, I'm using these builds to turn them into speed builds, just like this one. As you can see, this was built live on stream, and I hope you enjoy it. So I created this for a storyline where the landlords at the top are like really greedy and horrific. It's an older couple, and someone in my streaming community created the couple for me, which was amazing. And I then created the Sim living in the basement, and it's been like really chaotic, I have to say, like extremely chaotic. We got evicted. We had like a fire in the kitchen within the first 5 minutes or even earlier. A lot of stuff has happened. And we also tried to, like, we had a baby with the landlord in the end. Like, there was a lot going on. I mean, you know it. It's The Sims. Something is always happening. So it's a lot of fun. And for the build, I was going for a really dreamy kind of vibe. I wanted to have a really strong contrast between the upper area and the basement, but from the exterior, I wanted this to be equally as dreamy. So it's kind of like a hidden secret. You couldn't tell from the exterior that there's something really sinister going on in the basement because it's really bad. And I just wanted this. I didn't want this to be obvious from the exterior. So the exterior is like kind of dreamy. There's like in the roof, there's like a little, like a small hole in a part of it, which also like makes it look a little bit rustic. But besides that, it looks like really pristine from the outside, I feel like. And I just really enjoyed building this, and I'm so excited to show you how I'm building, and I hope that you all had the best time, that you are well. I missed you so, so much, because even though I'm saying that I feel like a strong connection when I'm streaming, I of course also feel a connection with all of you. I feel like there is a bigger disconnect just uploading and that's it. So I have to say streaming is like a completely different experience, but I love like both things equally. I love being a YouTuber. This is like what it's been all about for me for so many years. This is kind of how I created content for all these years. This is just what I do. I'm a YouTuber, and I'm also excited to stream. So I'm really excited to do both. As some of you know, I'm also like uploading a lot of stuff on Insta. So I mean, there are like a lot of different fun platforms, and it's amazing to create content anywhere. And I'm also excited to say that I will be at Gamescom on Saturday, which is also something like really exciting. I got accredited as a creator, so I'm also really proud of that. I'm really excited. So I'm really, really happy to see what it's all about. I mean, Gamescom is like the biggest gaming event in the world. It's huge, and I'm really excited to just see who's there, to meet up with some simmers and just have a great time. So I'm like really excited. I'm also going to post about this on Insta in case you're following me. So yeah, that is kind of what's new currently. I'm really excited to be back. So more speedbuilds will follow. This is not like a one-off thing, because as I said, I'm like using the footage to upload. And also, like I already said this in my stream, it's so different to build in front of a live community and getting so much feedback and just chatting away, instead of just sitting in front of your computer and you're like listening to a podcast or something. Like that's what I used to do. Or maybe I had a video in the background, which is also like really chill, but it's so different to build this in real time. And it's just so much fun. It's just different. And I mean, for you, there will be no difference. Like it's the same, it's a speed build, it's content. So for you, like it shouldn't make a difference if I was listening to a podcast, or if I was just chatting away, on the purple platform. So yeah, but if you want to stop by, I would be like really happy. I've seen some like familiar faces over there, some names which I've seen like many times over the years, and I really appreciate the support. But I of course also totally understand if that's like not your jam. If you are like someone who enjoys watching YouTube videos and you're totally not into watching any type of live content, I totally get that. So please don't feel the pressure or something to support me. But if you want to, I'm of course like very excited if you should do that. And I want to say a big thank you to all of you. You are who made so many things possible for me, because as I said, I'm a YouTuber. That is who I am as a content creator. So thank you so much for all of your support. And I'm so excited to upload again. So even though I've been talking a lot about streaming and recording these builds on stream, what I really want to say is thank you. And there will be like lots of new YouTube content here on this platform. So besides all the streaming talk, the big announcement is there will be lots of new YouTube content for all of you. So thank you so much. Here I'm furnishing, and I wanted the interior at the top to be really dreamy. As I said, I wanted to have a contrast on the interior between a really lovely home and a horrific basement apartment, while I wanted to have a identical look on the exterior. So here I was going just for a really dreamy interior. I wanted this to be like a little bit rustic, and I built this in Hanford on Bagley, so it made sense to me to go like into this direction. It's really cozy. I love the kitchen backsplash. At first I wanted to have the stove in the island counter, but that didn't make a lot of sense, so I didn't do that. I feel like even though it's Hanford on Bagley and it definitely has this type of cottage vibe, it also reminds me of Brindleton Bay. Like it has some really slight Cape Cod vibes, in my opinion. I don't know what you think. Let me know in the comments. And I generally would love to hear from all of you in the comments. What have you been up to? Are you still playing The Sims? If you do that, are you working on a build? like what is going on, what's up in your game and in your life. I just hope you are doing fantastic. And I also want to know if you like, did you check out Paralyzed? I've also made a Paralyzed video when it came out, but I'm like excited to hear from you if you are still playing Paralyzed. Personally, I'm waiting for some updates, and I'm also really excited for pools in Paralyzed. Like that would be awesome. You know how much I love to build a good mansion. I love to build gigantic mansions, and I just feel like a mansion needs a pool. And when I built a mansion Paralyzed, I created a fake pool. I just used, like, there's an item which is like a photo basically, and you can like upload any texture to it, and I just used it to create a fake pool. But then, as some of you know or might remember, I was talking about this, it's like it was really glitchy. And when I uploaded my build to the Steam Workshop, I placed it again in my game just to double check, and I noticed that so many walls were kind of missing. It was super glitchy, so I sadly ended up removing the build from the Steam Workshop. And this was kind of the moment where I decided to give it a little bit of time. As I said in my Paralyzed video, I'm like I totally understand that it's like taking a little longer because they just have to fix the bugs and all of that. So, like, I totally understand that. And yeah, here I'm working on the basement, but this is like a community area, because when you are setting up a rental lot, you have different options, and you can also create areas which are accessible to everyone. So this is just the laundry area, because I wanted this to be extra difficult. So I also included laundry baskets and stuff. Like the sim at the bottom living here, the sim has like a really hard time. I also used appliances and stuff like in the lowest rating, also like the bed and stuff, different furniture pieces, the bathtub. So it was really hard for the sim to fill up the needs. And yeah, then there's also laundry on top, I guess. So I included laundry baskets, and yeah, here I'm furnishing the apartment. Someone in chat had the amazing idea to include a bathtub in the kitchen, because in some older buildings and apartments, you will see that there's like a bathtub inside the kitchen. So this is like rustic without any charm. Like there's no charm here. It's just a big struggle to live here. Also, I only had one sim living here, which made things a little bit easier, because then you don't have like the issue of a sim being in the kitchen when the sim wants to take a shower. There was also like a baby at some point, but besides that, like there was no issue. I also used like some like floor decals, like a puddle, to make it look like the bathtub had leaked. I just want this to look really like dirty and really horrible. And I really stumbled upon a lot of cool items in Build By to make that possible without using any CC. There are lots of different packs you could use for this. The Werewolves pack, Strangerville. We got some really cool stuff in the game by now to do that. And yeah, this is it. This video is slowly coming to an end. This build is up in the gallery. It is CC free. My ID is KateEmerald. And yeah, I'm so excited to be back with lots of speed builds for all of you. And if you want to, you can head over and leave a follow at the purple platform to support me if you want to do that. I missed all of you so much, and I hope I see you in the next video. And there will be like a new video next week. I'm really excited to share like a new build with all of you. I love you so much, and yeah, I hope I see you in the next video. Bye bye.